Tonight, when you step outside your front door, you will breathe without thinking about it. In, out, automatic, free. Now imagine if that simple act took a machine, a colony, and one man's 47 failures to make possible. What if the air you needed to survive wasn't waiting for you on a new world? What if you had to build it molecule by molecule out of the very dust that could kill you? Let's say your name is Elton. Let's say home isn't Earth anymore. It's a workshop dome in the Christ Basin on Mars, and outside your window, the sky is the color of rust. You've built 47 prototypes, 47 failures, lined up in the corner of your workshop like small monuments to everything that didn't work. Each one promised more oxygen, faster air, a safer colony. Each one fell short. This morning, that failure caught up with you. The board of your own company, the one with your name on the door, voted you out. Too slow, they said. Too reckless. Too many promises, not enough breathable air. Your colony, New Meridian, is 6 months from a supply shortfall, and the board wants someone safer in your chair. So what do you do when the world stops listening to you? You go back to the machine. At 6:14 in the morning, colony time, you flip the ignition switch on Unit 48, mostly out of spite. You expect the same whine and stall you've heard 47 times before. This time, something is different. The machine hums, steady, alive. By 6:20, the readout on your workshop wall is climbing, not by a fraction of a percent, in a curve you've never seen before, not once, not in a decade of trying. Oxygen output that should have taken your old machines a full Martian year to produce, Unit 48 is generating in minutes. You stare at the number until your hands stop shaking enough to make the call. Here's where the story leaves fiction and touches something real. In a fictional scenario like this one, the science underneath is not invented. NASA actually built a device called Moxie, the Mars Oxygen In Situ Resource Utilization Experiment, and flew it to Mars on the Perseverance rover in 2021. Moxie pulled carbon dioxide from the thin Martian atmosphere and split it into oxygen, right there on the surface, proving the concept could work in real Martian conditions. Elton's machine is fictional. The science that inspired it is not. What if the breakthrough wasn't in the air at all, but in the ground beneath your boots? That's the twist. What Elton built, by accident, by desperation, by 47 failures teaching him exactly what not to do, was a catalytic converter that used Mars' own soil as fuel, specifically the perchlorates. These are reactive salt compounds that were actually discovered in Martian soil in 2008 by NASA's real Phoenix lander, and they've been considered a hazard to human colonists ever since. Corrosive, toxic if inhaled, dangerous to touch. For years, real scientists have studied perchlorates mainly as a problem to solve before humans could safely live on Mars. In this fictional version of events, Elton found a way to flip that problem inside out. The same toxic dust that had poisoned 3 generations of colony equipment was, in the right configuration, the missing piece. He hadn't found a way to manufacture oxygen faster. He'd found a way to let Mars manufacture it for itself. Would you have seen it coming? Most people wouldn't. That's what makes a good what-if story work. The danger and the solution turn out to be the same thing, just looked at from a different angle. Within a week in this imagined timeline, New Meridian's atmospheric board tests Unit 48 against every safety protocol they have. Within a month, they've installed 6 more. Within a year, the number that changes everything arrives. At current growth, unprotected breathing on the surface, not in a suit, not inside a dome, just breathing, is projected within 2 generations. Not 10, not 500. 2. The board that fired you asks you back, of course. Triple your old salary, your name back on the door, a seat at the head of the table. You say no. Instead, you open source Unit 48's design. You give it to every colony from Christ to Hellas Basin, free of licensing, free of patents, free of your own name attached to a single credit. Your old investors call it career suicide. You just gave away $1 trillion technology, one of them tells you. Your answer becomes the line every child born on Mars will learn a generation later. Air isn't a product, it's a promise. A future possibility could be that real Martian settlements face this exact tension between who controls a life support breakthrough and who gets to breathe because of it. Real space agencies and private companies are already debating how in situ resource utilization, the technical term for using local materials instead of shipping everything from Earth, should be shared, licensed, or opened up if it ever becomes critical to human survival on another planet. That's not fiction. That's a live conversation happening in aerospace policy right now. You don't stop at Unit 48. In this imagined future, you keep building quieter now, without a board to answer to, without a company name pressuring you towards speed over safety. Unit 52 doubles the output. Unit 60 can be built from scrap any colonist has lying around. No factory required. 10 years after you were fired, you stand at the edge of Corais Basin without a full pressure suit. Just a light respirator, a jacket, and the first unfiltered Martian wind you've ever felt against your skin. Thin, cold, real. Do you feel like a founder in that moment? Not really. You feel like someone who finally stopped trying to prove something and started actually building it. Somewhere in New Meridian, in this fictional world, a plaque stands outside the old building that used to carry your name. It doesn't mention your title, your company, or the 47 failures that came before the one that worked. It just says, Prototype 48, First Breath. Here's the honest part, the part worth sitting with after the story ends. None of this happened. Elton isn't real. New Meridian isn't real. But Moxie is real. The perchlorates in Martian soil are real. The challenge of producing breathable air on another planet using only what's already there is one of the actual problems real scientists are working to solve today. Not in 100 years, but potentially within your lifetime. So tonight, when you step outside and breathe without thinking about it, in, out, automatic, free, it might be worth pausing for just a second. Somewhere, a real version of Elton's 48th prototype is still being built. And one day, the first breath on Mars won't be imagined at all.